Alrighty guys, we are back, round 2 coming to you now. So, Fish, as usual, talk us through the matchup. What do we got?
So, Drew on our left, McAvoy, big Paul himself on the right. So, Drew playing a mono Fireless, I believe, and McAvoy playing his mono Lightning again. I believe he went
He's
undefeated.
been making waves with this.
I think it was like 28 damage to 1 1 week, so we'll see.
McAvoy, the Godfather, on Mono Lightning. Yeah, it was very good last time round. I was a big fan of this deck.
Yeah.
And I've been told about a few surprise cards in there. So we'll see if they come up later.
I played whether he's changed it since. I played the same list last week, went 3-1, sort of stopping Mason from making us do a 5th round, which was quite nice. So
we always love that. As much as we love it.
Oh, there we go. It's just on stream for everyone.
Yeah. If you didn't already hear that, that was McAvoy announcing to the world that he was in the toilet. Alrighty, so let's see. I don't know if they've done a roll yet. There's the roll coming in.
Quick
off on the cuts.
Bam, bam. Now, Drew is one of our newer players, a friend of our, one of our other players who's just started coming down recently. So it'd be interesting to see how he manages on stream for his first time. Are we going to see another Morgan Villain Arc start?
Okay, so that is going straight in the bin from McAvoy, seeing Edea, Shinryu, and a bunch of other things, and no backups, but a much better opening because he's got the Reeve, I believe, so that can go digging for more backups. So bit of a cleaner opening. Drew, very nice opening because I think he's got the Mew.
Yeah, I do love this Mono Lightning deck because you can easily turn 1, turn 2 into playable cards, searching more backups, and then just play those new Opus 20 backups that just play for free. It's great.
Very cool. I'm very invested in this matchup as well because 2 of my closest friends from Bristol that have now both since stopped playing the game, but they're the ones who really taught me how to play Final Fantasy. They were Mono Fire and Mono Lightning players back in the day, and I've told both of them that these decks are now back live. And I'm keen to see how these lists run to try and see if I can coax those guys back into playing the game.
I mean, we're always welcome for more players to come down.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, to be fair, one of them did come down for the Materia Cup, but I don't think I gave him the best deck. Yeah, so McAvoy's showing us, as we suspected, he's got that Reeve, which is going to be a nice opening. Probably ditching the Odin, and is that a Raiden, I think, as well. So they're pretty useless cards right now. So Drew going for the Miyu into the Mitsuki.
With the 4-drop as well. I've seen a couple people play this. I'm usually quite a fan of going for the 2-drop.
Oh, baby.
Someone wants some food.
That is the sound of food. I will BRB.
Sorry, guys, you're stuck with me solo for a little bit. Well, Jacko again I know, I got Dale looking around, shaking his head in disgust. Jacko just so unprofessional. Right, so we have got the turn 1 going into the Reeve. Reeve is a great card. We got this one. Search top 3, take a card, and it's luck, not the fact that you don't have to reveal. 0 opponent knowledge here. It's really good. So there's 2 summons and then a Stroller. Looks like Paul is going to take an Odin out of the deck, I believe. Oh no, Rama, sorry. And he is just going to warp the Estinian. And Drew is going to need an answer to this real quick, because that's going to be coming down with 2 attacks straight off the bat. Going to Bristol for TCG, Jacob. Shocking. Have fun, fella. Have fun. So, Drew, eyeing up what he's got here. It kind of hurts to be going to 2 4-drop backups, turn 1 and turn 2. I don't think he's got much. He has got the Selfie in hand as well. Selfie is going to let him get recur something back from break, which might be his option here, just to keep it on curve. Let's see what he plays though, because that does leave the Amaterasu. I think he's got Amaterasu in hand there. So he drops the Terra, he drops the Terra and the Amaterasu. Going with a Mitsuki. If I could spell.
What have I missed?
So, Drew dropped both a Terra and Amaterasu for Mitsuki. I don't even know how you pronounce that, or how you spell it for that matter. So, and as typical, Paul with a Reeve. Took out the Rama and just warped the Estinian. So.
Ooh, okay, going aggressive early.
I don't think he had much better to do. When he looked at the 3 cards from Reeve, it was...
Oh, really? No backups?
Yeah, 2 summons. The 7-drop Odin, I believe is Odin.
Which is sad, but at the same time, you've got to remember, although he may have missed on the backups, he is now 3 cards closer to his next backup.
Exactly,
So, you know, swings and roundabouts.
And he's got the Estinian that's going to come in and smack for 2.
And here it is.
Hit
there's one.
Hit 2. I can't put scores and search cards.
No
so
help
on
the X-Burst for Drew.
No, to be honest...
looks like... Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed.
To be honest, I think Drew should have kept the Miyu up, played the Mitsuki from discarding from hand, and play the Amaterasu to stop the thing.
You got an Amaterasu.
He does. He discarded it with the Terror. So and look at that, Paul, straight to 4 backups in 2 turns. That is the power of those new 2-drop backups.
Clean as a whistle, my friend. Yeah, that Louis Swart into the Alpha Nova, into the... I don't know which... Is it
Yeah, I don't even know
Weaver
what they're called.
or... It's one of the crafting classes of Final Fantasy 14.
I think it's this guy, right?
Oh,
That's
Weaver, maybe. Called
Nailed
it.
Your brain sometimes bewilders me.
Man, those cards.
I mean, there's people in chat now probably going, I do declare. No one going to back me up on that? Well, you...
There's a chat delay.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Hey, Jacob, going down to Bristol TCG on Wednesday coming. Oh,
Hello.
mate, I will let the boys know.
Said can come here for a few months, so he's going to go down there. I am
definitely.
perturbed.
Keep your eyes peeled for Kevin. Get him to look after you. He's a great guy.
And make sure you tune in for the streams.
And Homan as well. They're the 2 regulars that are still going there. They'll look after you. Tell them I sent you. They'll look after you.
They're probably going to take you out behind the bin and kick your head in, but, you know, because...
Yep. Welcome to Bristol.
There you go. So, selfie from Drew here. Lovely little experts, this one. So, why are you stuffing your face with then, Jacko? Come on, share with the crowd.
We are Beige City Central. We've got chips, mozzarella sticks, and chicken nuggets. Nuggets is like my family.
Wait, you eat your family, you sicko?
No, that's King Curtis.
Okay.
Oh, mate.
No, don't go that one.
Oh.
I know we said about...
Go on, King Curtis fans out there. If you're a King Curtis fan, get in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. It's like it's a YouTube thing. I need to show you later, Fish.
Well, I went with a Miss Daisy reference and no one got that. So,
oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
I do declare.
Sad reacts. Joe, we did say we're going to start doing. We should start dropping in quotes and see if people pick up on it without raising awareness.
Well, the irony being is that Nia dropped a Monopoly reference out of nowhere, and I thought that was quite inspired. Get out of jail? Free? Come on, man. Get with the program. Good God. Can't get the staff these days.
That's a weak reference. No, joking.
Apparently, Jacob played Kevin online in a tourney recently, so...
Oh, yeah. Kevin's a great guy. He's been playing since Opus 2. He's the heart and soul of the Bristol TCG scene at the moment. He's the one that runs there. They've started doing a local league where they keep track of their scores on Discord, taking some inspiration from us over here. So, yeah. And actually, I think Bristol is due... Yeah, my boy Jacob Bacon is good for me. She thinks she's the queen and we're the sorry people. I ain't having it. I'm leaving.
Do you two need to get a room? Shall I leave?
Oh, it's a generational thing.
Yeah. I think I'm older than you, and let's not go down that road. Jesus. Remind me of my age right now.
I'm only joking. I love you, buddy. Alrighty. Right. Looks like we've got a bit of downtime. Nothing exciting is happening, so I'm going to stuff my face with some food.
I mean, we've seen the damage from Estinian. Jin played fire from Drew in the previous
Pretty
turn,
sure
so.
Jin as well is just forwards, right? So I don't think he's going to be buffing the Goblin. And we've discarded the Goblin. See, if I was Drew at 2 backups, I probably would have gone Goblin, Princess Goblin.
Yeah, I think it was a slight misplay on Drew's part. I think should have left the Miyu open to Amaterasu and discard 2 other cards to play the Mitsuki. So
yeah, Paul would have been licking his lips when he saw that Amaterasu hit the brakes.
Yeah, he honestly pounced on her like a fat kid on a cupcake. So because it was under the terror.
Nice. Okay, here comes Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
I'm going to be coming and doing 8k to the Estinian. The Mont Blanc needs to come and dull.
Yeah. Lovely little card this. Be interesting to see the full out of it as well. It's quite nice.
I think K has got one actually.
I don't tend to go full arts for anything all that particular.
True.
That being said, not that I've max rarity'd most of my monks, but we'll ignore that fact.
Everyone's got something right. Like for me, it's the Cat 6 and Ice. Any other full art, I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, like for me, it was like the first deck I made it to like a top cut in a tournament, so it was and even then I didn't technically made it. It was all a technicality. We'll take it though.
No, it all counts.
Big shout out to my rival Steve, who gave, I think it's his name Steve. I hope his name's Steve now. Who gave up both the deck box and his slot. So big props.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah. He used to come down quite a bit. We call each other rivals, have fun matches, and absolutely stomped me round one, and then gave me his top cut slot. And then I immediately got stomped around one on that too. So,
but you were there.
Yeah. So. Drew gonna
You've got to love those local rivalries. I've got a funny story about that actually from my Bristol days. So the guys I was talking about earlier, one of the guys, Elliot, who was a big Mono Lightning player back in the day, we went through a string of me and him were both playing each other for the wooden spoon. Like we basically were bottom two players, like 2 weeks in a row. So we joked about it being the wooden spoon match. And so the following week, I got a wooden spoon from home and I carved a love heart, an E+S on the love heart. And every week we would do an extra game if we didn't play each other for the wooden spoon, and the loser would have to keep the wooden spoon.
Oh, I like that idea. Maybe we should start doing a wooden spoon presentation around here.
And to this day, Elliot still has a wooden spoon. And he moved in with his girlfriend that he's been with for like a year or so now. And she found this wooden spoon. She was like, who is this S person? You have this weird wooden spoon with a love heart and your name's like engraved into it. Anyway, we're getting distracted.
Yeah.
Istola is going to be coming in, doing a removal.
Yeah, got rid of the rain, sorry. Then gave it haste and attacked and was blocked by Jin.
Oh, so the Jin just died in the block?
Yeah, why did the Istola not?
Oh, wait, what am I missing?
Yeah, what? Surely the...
Did he raid in or something? I wasn't looking. I was looking at my food. Sorry,
no,
guys.
I'm pretty sure.
Shout! Give us a shout if we've missed something there. I wasn't.
I saw Paul give it haste. I don't think he did anything else. Because otherwise he'd be on damage. Drew would be on damage 4.
Did he raid him?
I don't think so.
There was a raid in there.
Should I go and find out?
Do you want me to go? I'll go.
Are you sure? You're in the middle of your food.
No, that's good.
Alright, Jacko's just going to find out there because we're not quite sure. Oh, apparently it has first strike. I don't think the Istola would have first strike. I don't know where we get the first strike from. We shall find out now. Also, hey Paul. No first strike. The Istola effect only gives haste, so... Yes. Yeah, there we go. All sorted. So, I have to interrupt Jacko's food fight. He has to burn off all the brown stuff he's eating anyway.
So the Istola doesn't just give haste; it gives first strike as well. And I think they missed the fact that Jin had first strike.
Yeah.
So they thought it was a first. They didn't realise there was a first strike trade-off. I think they just thought just the Istola had first strike, but the Jin has first strike as well. Sorry guys,
I stand corrected there.
I'm normally hot on these things, but I got distracted by my food, so apologies, chat.
There's a big plate of brown stuff in front of him, so...
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom nom. Okay, so... Paul sat on another LSA here.
So it's Drew's turn, because it was the...
Yeah. And
okay. I mean, it's alright. Also, if you Paul, you don't mind that if the Lunith kills this... this LSA, because he's got another one in hand.
Well, that's it. Got enough damage there. Goblin, I think, gave haste and draw a card there. It's nice, probably from Drew's perspective, seeing that Fail Thanos go to the
100%.
I'm pretty sure this deck might play 2, though.
Oh, really?
So, not sure. Right, so Paul, just letting Drew know, obviously, you got the attack trigger first before the actual attack.
Yeah, it's a compulsory trigger as well.
Yeah, which, if for some reason that LSA wasn't it would blow up its own units, so...
well, you can do the other effect of choose on forward.
No, apparently it can't. We were having this discussion earlier as being errated or something. But,
oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
fine.
But,
So you would, if you were Paul, you would feel sad seeing that Alisei goes damage, having just lost to Alisei.
Yeah.
You didn't already have one in hand.
Although you gotta think there's like playing this deck as well. When the people dodge around the amount of EX bursts in it, it makes you want to cry.
Wow, another Estinian on the draw. Lovely top deck from Paul there. So we're probably gonna go Alisei first.
Yeah.
Into Astrola.
Yeah.
Kill the Luna.
So we're going to probably deal 2 damage.
Oh, he's got S-Effect ammo in the bank as well. So it's just going to... Yeah, it's going to go get some damage in. No help on the EX burst for Drew.
No.
Here comes that warped Estinian. There it is.
Again, Drew on the clock here. Probably sorry he never kept all the Amaterasu again.
It stings. And we often talk about this on stream. This game is such a game of fine margins.
Yeah, exactly that. And having the conversation with Dales after the first game, he was like, "Oh, I did not realise that you can do the warp trigger with the Amaterasu."
Yeah, I forgot to tell him.
Again, obviously Dale missed the warp side of things, so now that he knows that going forward, I think that's going to change up his strategy slightly. But
it's useful having these things, and I think that's what's been really good about us doing the stream. Is I think more people are getting hot on rulings, not just here locally, but also the wider player pool out there.
Yeah.
So if you're tuning in from elsewhere, it's great to have you guys watching. I know we haven't put them on YouTube as much as we were initially. Bear with us, they will come. But for the time being, those that have come in for the live sessions, we appreciate you. What's happened?
Drew just tried to play another selfie, that was all.
Oh.
Nothing too weird. Again, Drew being new to the game, still a very steep learning curve. I think he was taught by Kitty, with Cat 13, which to this day makes me shudder. But a good Susanoo play there.
So we've got to get rid of something. I assume get rid of the Miyu, right? It's the
to be honest, though,
actually the Mont Blanc.
He ended up ditching the.
No, but for the Susanoo, I mean.
Yeah.
Because then you get rid of the Mont Blanc, 'cause it's the one you best replayability.
To be honest, I think the smarter play probably would have been to do the selfie if you had one in hand and play the selfie again. Yeah. But again, these plays come. Don't be too harsh. You all got to start somewhere.
That was our second film. I thought you were talking about.
It was 2, baby.
Oh.
Called it. But now Estinian is coming in, and Estinian is going to be large. It's going to have haste.
Question is, have we got an Ishtola or a way of getting an Ishtola on something else?
Didn't he have a second Ishtola for the S effect?
Yeah, but it's the fire lightning one.
Ah, right. Okay.
There's an Amat. Drew would have loved to have that in hand.
I mean,
puts him at 6. Is it EX Burst? Kadaj coming down. Bit too little, too late. Would have loved to see that as damage 5.
I mean, you take out the Estinian out of the break zone, and maybe the Alisei, I guess, because that would be the last Alisei out of the game.
Yeah. The Dulling effect is a pretty nothing effect right now, having Estinian done both of its damage. Yeah, so I think you're right. I think the correct thing to do is to... Oh, it's going to go 2k Brave to Simon.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice, I guess. Leaves
it's not terrible.
Because but the Estinian's still going to be there for a turn to block, right? So... The
real nice thing about the Susanoo is that Paul's got a Edea in hand, but he's always going to be able to dodge the Edea because Edea breaks based on the number of lightning backups as a cost, and he'll only ever get to 5. So I think Paul, probably what he's doing here, is probably going to get himself set up to 5 backups so that the Edea next turn can try and kill whatever blocker Drew may put down, so Estinian can finish off.
Yeah. Or not, he's just going to go with the Ishtola now. So minus 8k to the... It's not going to kill it though if he gave it the 2k, so...
But the Alpha
goes by... but yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, so if you have a job sign on Alpha... So if Alpha does 1k, if you have a job sign, Alpha does 2k.
It's just enough. So Drew staring down lethal next turn. Does he have anything else?
And because Estinian warped in, Estinian had Brave.
Yeah.
So Paul's got an Ishtola in hand. So if Drew fills a board, Paul can at the end of his turn tap Estinian to give Ishtola haste, do Y'shtola S.
Does it have? Oh yeah, because you had the fire lightning wind, of course. Yeah, I think Drew is, unless he sees maybe a demon might do the job. You know, you could do 8k to the board. You lose your forwards, but it might buy you a turn, I guess.
Yeah. Demon would probably be his best answer, I think you're right.
But does he have it?
I'm not sure how many cards he's got in his hand either.
Does an Alphino count as another Scion anyway? So it makes... I think it's only forwards from Y'shtola for the effect. And it is a demon.
I called it, baby.
I am on fire with these calls today.
Love it.
So, he needs to pick, obviously, to deal...
needs to name job Scion and deal 8k.
8k.
So it looks like he's going to do the S effect in response to at least kill the demon.
Which is a shame, really, because I believe that goblin gives haste, right?
No.
No? Not wrong one? Okay, then.
That's the other one.
Dang. I don't know my goblins. I'm more of the goblin slayer variety.
I think we've got a Faris, which you can't play, and the Kuchaspel. You kind of want to keep hold of that Faris. Yeah, it looks like Paul's got a Grahatia. Have we got an Estinian in deck? I think we probably do.
Anything that gives haste, right? Y'shtola.
Well, Grahatia into Estinian, handshake in mound.
Yeah. And the fire lightning Y'shtola. Just anything that gives haste.
If he's running 3 copies of Estinian, he may not be, but I believe he probably is.
I would assume he is with the amount of Scions in the deck. I don't see why you wouldn't. Again, Y'shtola's a fine choice, Estinian's a fine choice.
Or you go Grahatia into Alistair, but that's all you've got through Alistair, so you can't do that.
Yeah. She's going to pay 3. I think it's going to be the Y'shtola. So Grahatia comes down.
Yeah, the one that deals him a point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just brushed past it. I can see it earlier. Well, actually, either work.
I mean, at least he doesn't take a point of damage for his
demon as well.
Multiplier.
Great game.
Yeah, really good. Well played there. Paul taking a little bit more damage than I think we've seen him take on stream here, but
I can remind him of that when we interview him.
Well played nonetheless there. So we will do a quick be right back, and we will go get Paul for a little chat.
Alrighty, and we are back with the Godfather. Fresh off round 2 win. Mate, talk us through that.
Hard one to say. So Drew's lovely. He's one of our newer players, so obviously you see me in that be like, no, don't discard that. Pay with Mutski so you get it back, so it costs 1 less.
You gotta play a second selfie.
Yeah. But like I said to him, like there's 2 things that you've done in this game that as soon as I saw it happen, there's no way back from. Like, and it was discarding the goblin that he searched, and it was using the selfie to not get back Lunith. Yeah. At that moment, it was just like, oh man. So I don't.
We even said on the comms as well. Like, I don't know if he was running it. I assume he was, but like when he discarded that goblin, I was like, surely you should go goblin, princess goblin there. Like,
yeah.
Fall back up.
But I mean, you know. It's not entirely obvious if you've, again, not been playing too long, only been handed this deck today, not probably the one that the thing is, so Monofire is absolutely something that should be respected. Yeah. I'm really happy that people are respecting Force Mutski again. Mm-hmm. Incredible card, makes everything cost 1 less, and like has an infinite if you like deal like spread damage or something like that. And I think that's it's really good to see that in fire decks again. But since he couldn't sort of then go, like I said to him afterwards, basically what you're supposed to do, use the goblins to take all the chaff out of your deck. You play Lunith, and then suddenly I can't play any forward because you just
it just tops up any kill, right? Yeah.
That's it.
And we were talking, and we actually did a bit of a spiel at the start of the stream about talking about the resurgence of Monofire and seeing them back in. And like, I think a lot of people have been playing that deck or like prizing it and giving it a good go. I think it's good to see it.
That's the thing is though. I think that you look at those 2 decks and the two for top 4 in Germany, and there is no surprises.
No, I
None
agree.
whatsoever. So if anything that shows is like, if you're like, oh, I'll pick up Mono Fire, it's easy. It's not Magic. This is not Mono Red. It's not the same deck at all, and it's not. Mono Fire is a really hard deck to really play properly and play it properly.
I think those are guys that I think play a lot of Mono Fire.
Oh yeah.
And you could tell that in the results, but also
And that's the thing as well. Like the game is entirely lost on micro decisions, and he made a decision to discard an early Ami and to the Goblin, and then the self. Like any of those things can just completely steer the game. It's like as soon as I saw that Goblin go, I was like, oh, one.
Yeah.
There's literally no way past this now.
Countless times in stream. What he said it like twice today. The game remains a game of fine margins. Like little decisions like that dictate how these games end. Like, and that can be the difference between winning and losing. So yeah,
it's always those micro decisions. So I changed. I said Mono Lightning from last. I think Mono Lightning is excellent. I'm a really big fan of it. I've made some changes that I actually wrote down on my FF decks and haven't implemented. I'm not playing 3 Fire Lightning each turn anymore. I've got 1 Wind in there.
I alluded to that in the chat. I said, I think he's got some extra little things in there to see, but one didn't come up. But, yeah.
I decided in the list that I'm working at the moment, I'm going to be playing Opus 2 Alcid because I'm terrified of Mist Dragon with this sort of matchup. It's not impossible, but it's really difficult. And meaning an Earth deck can't attack the hand like Amaterasu can, but Amaterasu can attack the break zone. So it'd be nice to sort of hedge your bets on that a little bit more because Alizé is practically the same card, but just different.
Different worded different.
Yeah,
so it's nice having a backup plan if you need to.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you also think the Phil Thanos might be a bit of a trap as well, especially at 2?
No,
because I always found when I was playing it, it was like it either didn't have enough to protect or just it was on its own.
You play against Turks and they go, what am I supposed to do now? Honestly, you play against like Ice Lightning and that's it. It's game over. They can't do anything, and it's not searchable. He's not playing Aldo in this because you want to ramp so quickly.
Could you play? I guess the problem is it's not the problem, but you're playing the Alpha backup, so you can't play the Fire Alpha to search either. But to be honest, I actually like that. I like the.
It means that it's also not a choice.
Yeah. Sure.
There's been times as well that I could have done it in that one then, depending on how many. If he had 3 cards in hand, I probably would have had Gratia pay 4 for Estinian.
That's what we said. Yeah. So that was the other line that you could have
counting my Tolas, I was like, oh, there's 1 left in there, so I can still do it.
Well, you had options as well because you could have grabbed the Fire, took a point damage to give it haste. So you had options.
Point damage. We'll do that.
No, we said
tiebreakers.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to think about tiebreakers. Cool, nice. Well, it was an awesome game. Good to see the new guys on stream as well. It's always good. We always like to get the guys on stream. I think it's really good for their development as well.
Definitely. Trial by fire.
Yeah,
Mono
exactly.
Fire.
Mono Fire, exactly.
Hopefully we don't see another Villain Arc Morgan's resurgence. And
watch this space.
Well, we'll see. Last time I saw him, he was playing Mono Dark. So.
Well, we'll give Drew props for one thing. I think that's the most damage we've seen you take on a stream game. So
since with this Mono Lightning this first week, you.
Well, round 1 did take 4, but that was.
Again, though, you weren't on stream.
Yeah, true. The Mono Lightning though, it's solid, but like we were saying just before we went live as well about like how if you discard the early Ami, but if I get a whiff of that, I just make a beeline for the Shinryu.
Sure.
Yeah, when he put it under the Terror, and you immediately went, got it.
Well, I just put it down so flat. I'm just like,
let me see. What is that you're hiding?
I'll try and give you some sneaky hands as well.
Yeah, we always like that. We always appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean
the Dolphin special.
Yeah, well, we did say as well. We're like, I clocked it straight away because you mulligan, and then I just saw the Reeve. I was like, bang.
Man,
that's what I want to see. There's that Reeve.
That Reeve is so good. No opponent knowledge whatsoever.
You were saying as well, even though you didn't hit a backup, it's like it doesn't matter. You're 3 cards closer to a backup anyway.
So the Lewis was in my hand, I think.
Was it? Oh, we missed that day.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I topped into it. I don't know. But
regardless, it was a clean follow-up because you then went into the Louis Alphano, Weaver.
And then the Weavers. Yeah. And that's the point. you almost cannot go 2 backups turn 1 with this one, so you have to play 1 and then play the odd one, then get that one, and then you've got 3 backups.
No way, you're like bang, and suddenly your backup line's full, and then your Edea's online. Cool, right, well that was a great game down the stream. Always lovely to have you with us, getting your insight. Maybe we'll see you again for the final, see if the Mono Lightning Train can keep on rolling. In the meantime, we're going to go to be right back, and we'll bring you round 3 shortly.
See you
Take it easy.
Cheers.
Right back,